Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny video. It's Friday, it's Xur Day, which means I am once again back to tell you guys where you can find Xur, which is in the Reef this week in his usual location, and of course what he's got for sale and whether or not any of those items are worth purchasing. Also, apologies that this is out a little bit later than I would normally upload this video. Normally I upload it the second that Xur arrives. I was actually in London this morning visiting Nintendo of all places, so I didn't actually have a chance to make the video before I went out. But I know some of you guys do enjoy this and do look forward to this video, so I figured I would do it as I got back, and that is of course why I'm doing it right now. So hopefully you guys still do enjoy this, hopefully you do find it useful, and if you do then a like would be super appreciated, and as always don't forget to leave a comment down below. Now kicking things off with the Titans this week, you have another chance to get the Twilight Garrison, of course the exotic chest piece. One of the really cool ones for the Titans, of course, this is the one that allows you to double tap crouch in the air, which is of course BB on Xbox or circle circle on PlayStation, and that allows you to perform an airborne evade. So you can basically dash left and right, can be really useful, and of course you can use this in conjunction with double jumps and a sword slash as well to cover some pretty good distance. On top of that you also get increased recovery for 5 seconds after taking void splash damage, and you can carry more ammo for your special weapons. Now the stat roll on this one this week is 64 intellect and 65 discipline when maxed, and if you compare that to the min-max values, the lowest you'll ever see this is with 44 intellect and 44 discipline, and the highest is 86 in both. So definitely the higher end of the spectrum, but definitely not the highest. Moving over to the Hunters, this week you have the Mask of the Third Man. Main perk on this is that your arc blade attacks use less super energy, which of course means you can get a few more attacks in before you actually run out, which is definitely really handy. But on top of that you also gain bonus super energy from melee kills on minions of the darkness, and you get bonus grenade energy on all pickups. This one has a flat intellect roll of 73 when maxed, and if you compare that to the min-max values, the lowest you'll ever see this is with 33 intellect and the highest is 106. So again, higher end of the spectrum, definitely not the highest. Finally for the Warlocks you have the Apotheosis Veil. Main perk for this is that you get immediate health, melee and grenade regeneration on activating your super. Plus you get more super energy from non-guardian kills, and your shields start recovery immediately after all pickups. This one also has a flat intellect roll, and this time round it's 80 when maxed, and again comparing that to the min-max values, the lowest you'll ever see this is with 33, and the highest is once again 106. So high end of the spectrum, definitely not the highest. Moving over to the weapons this week, you have Bad Juju. Another chance to grab this one. This is definitely, without a doubt, one of my favourite weapons in the entire game. It just looks really, really cool. It's the one that I actually use a lot of the time. It's the one you'll see on my back whenever I'm standing in the tower. But the main perks on this is that firstly it has full auto, so you can fire this in full auto. You can basically just hold down the trigger and spray your bullets out. On top of that you also have hip fire, where this weapon has a bonus accuracy whilst firing from the hip. And you have the unique perk String of Curses, where after each kill this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. Plus, kills will also help charge your super. So it's a really, really good thing for burning through trash mobs. If you're in Rage, you can burn through all the weaker enemies. If you're in Nightfalls, anything like that. And of course, being a pulse rifle, it's also relatively stable and also has a relatively decent effective range. Either way, on top of that, you also have, once again, your Year 1 exotic Legacy Ngram. This is something I say every single week, but for anyone that is perhaps getting back into Destiny or is perhaps new to it, this will not give you Year 2 items. This is simply for getting Year 1 items that you might have missed. So if there were any Year 1 helmets that you didn't get and you wanted to add to your collection, this is what you would use it for, but beyond that there is no real purpose. Then moving over to your curios, you have a plasma drive, an emerald coil, heavy ammo synth, 3 of coins, glass needles, and of course material exchange, 1 motive light for 2 strange coins. And that's it. That is everything you need to know about Xur this week. That is where you can find him, what he has for sale, and whether or not any of those items are worth purchasing. And there's Bad Juju on my back as mentioned. Anyway, that's it. Also don't forget that next week, 7th of July, is Bungie Day, so expect something exciting to drop on Thursday. I imagine it'll be the day they kick off perhaps the Year 2 Moments of Triumphs, or maybe something else, but either way, I'll have information for you guys as soon as I know more. But until then, thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.